So last year you flew from this festival to make this movie.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Where was the prep time?
Well, I've been prepping it, and I think I was in the middle of shooting it, actually. So, we just... I can't remember, what was it, September? Yeah, no, I would have been in the middle of shooting it, or just about to begin.
What choices did you make to find Ellen? I was just talking to Matthew and...
What choices did I make? Or how did I go about finding...
Like character choices, costume, bracelets...
Oh, sure, okay.
The voice, those kind of things.
Okay. So through my research and collaboration with the designer, the production designer, and the costume designer, hair and makeup as well, I chose to, try and change his hairline a little bit and match up to some of the sort of images we have of him as a young man. I had a full set of teeth. He had different teeth in, just slightly changed the shape of my mouth, and he had a slight sort of overbite, and also just to sort of go about trying to create a stammer that wasn't intrusive on the sort of momentum of the film, but was also true to him, because he did have a very bad stammer, and I just researched a lot about that time at Bletchley, as much as is now known about it. There are lots of books that flooded the market in recent history because of the Official Secrets Act coming to an end, and obviously biographies of his that have existed for a while, like Andrew Hodges, which is continually being updated because new revelations come up, but very, very thorough piece of work, as is Levitt's biography and Copeland and all sorts of other people. So the usual route, and then cherry picking from that what suited this extraordinary script and Morton's vision for the story. So the usual collaboration of me going away and scavenging stuff and coming back with my homework and picking and choosing what suits both intriguing and hopefully entertaining and amusing and moving narrative, as well as the truth to a man who was incredibly important, existed, and needs to be remembered in all his glory.
When I said I was talking to you today, my Twitter exploded with questions. So great. So I'm going to throw one at you. What surprised you the most about during your research?
I wouldn't say surprised, but what the great revelation for me was how intrinsically involved he was with his world and everybody around him. He wasn't an isolated genius formulating, theory. He was someone who put his science and discovery into practice. He felt and understood everything before he actually knew it, if you know what I mean. So even if it was just a thing of linguistics and just the very specific meaning, the literal translation of certain words, there was one question posited to him which made him lie down in a field in Cambridge and dream up of what it would be like to build a machine. And it was an expression or slight phrasing of a question that spurred that thought and basically gave birth to the computer age, which is just astonishing. So all these incredible achievements, which are outside of my understanding as a simple actor who doesn't know anything about pure math, suddenly were rooted in very human, empathizable moments of environment, people, things that happen to us that can knock us off track and make us think about things in a more lateral or cryptic way. And that fascinated me about him. And the tragedy is, that's exactly what his whole life was, and the secrets of his work were completely sewn in with the secrets of his life. So by the time he was being prosecuted and injected with estrogen at the end of his life for being a homosexual, he had everything in that. It made me understand why there would be a panic attack, why he would have these surges of uncontrollable, unfiltered emotion. Someone who'd been so able to deal and assimilate all the slights and all the suppression of love and his way of being, and manifest that into something positive. Every now and again with this would just be too much. But even within that hell of those 2 years, he turned it to his advantage as well. He worked on morphogenesis, which is the mutation of cells under environmental conditions, which he was obviously experiencing in his body through estrogen injections. He's a remarkable, remarkable man.
I want to keep talking, but I got to let you go.
You do? Bye-bye.
You said, not yet. I got to do 5 questions.
Okay.
5 quick questions, 1-word answers. Script or improv?
Improv.
Stage or screen?
Screen.
Hitchcock or Kubrick?
This is all bollocks, by the way. I don't mean any of this, because it's just, Kukoc.
Lennon or McCartney?
Ringo.
In 1 word, The Imitation Game.
Film.
That works.
No, it's reductive bullshit. I
know you hate them, but I got to do it with everybody.
Okay, right, good. Okay,
cool. Thanks,
nice to meet you again.
Yeah, I appreciate it.